Hello everyone, and thank you so much for joining me for your message from Spirit. I'm so happy to be here today because I think I have some pretty amazing messages for Carolyn. And Carolyn, I want to thank you so much for writing in, and to everybody who's written into your message from Spirit. And welcome to all of my new Infinity friends and soulmates. Thank you so much, for participating and making this such an amazing success. Now, your message from Spirit is really important to me because I really feel that Spirit has so much to say, and sometimes I'll reach out to those who I think need it most, or spirits who come lurking around very strongly while I'm reading this material. Now, Carolyn wrote in and said that her family is getting together for her dad's birthday, but it was the first one since he had passed away, and that really none of them had really dealt with his passing, so they were hoping that Dad would drop by to give them a message and to help them heal all that much more. And Carolyn, thank you so much for trusting me with your heart. But I would tell you, your dad is definitely around you, sweetie. I always get the sense of a number 2 the whole time. I sat there and read it the whole time. I was just feeling this wonderful energy. 2 for me is February, 2nd month, or November, 11th month. 1 plus 1 is 2. Or numbers equaling 2. So it doesn't necessarily have to be February or November, but it could be the 2nd of any month, the 11th, 1 plus 1 is 2. The 20th, 2 plus 0 is 2, or the 29th of any month, 2 plus 9 is 11, 1 plus 1 is 2. And so I had that strong sense. Now, he makes me feel he comes around A names, and I believe it's female, but A. And if it's not A, it would be January or October, because I see number 1s. And I feel it's female, but A or January or October, or numbers equaling 1, the 1st, the 10th, the 19th, or the 28th. And when you add them up, they all become 1s. 1 plus 0 is 1. And so I had the really strong sense of that. I also had the strong sense of M&M. Now, when I see M&Ms, chocolates, it doesn't necessarily mean that you were eating them, and you could have been, but I get the feeling of M names either here or to the other side. But I'm going to be honest, I felt that that was coming through with your dad, and so there must be very strong M names there, like Mark or Marcel or Morris or Mary, that kind of thing. But I felt 2, M and M. I also had the very strong sense of somebody going eastwards, North Bay, Mattawa, Ottawa, all the way to go Nova Scotia, or something to do with energies that come from there. But these energies visit or are tied to people coming from the east. And I live in Sudbury, Ontario, Carolyn, so when I talk about the east, that's the way I would go to Nova Scotia if I had to drive. So that's why I'm using that as an example. But just go eastwards on the map to wherever you're living, and that's what I'm feeling. Just getting the sense that there's something to do with eastwards and connections that are important. But your daddy's around you, sweetheart. I don't want you to worry. So happy. Does not remember dying. Does not remember suffering whatsoever. And I think that somehow people in the family are hanging on to the way he passed or the way he suffered, and really he doesn't remember it, just like we don't remember being born. Nobody ever remembers dying. Carolyn, I want to thank you so much for writing in, and I hope that helped you just a little bit. But I want to thank you for writing into, your message from Spirit. If you have, any questions or anything, you can certainly respond to the message thread that you started. I'd so love to hear your comments. And to everybody out there, if you're looking for a message from the other side, simply join my Infinity family and get busy and go ask for your own message. It's absolutely free. I love you guys all so much. Until next video, I'll see you really soon. Bye-bye.